what it means to get this honor.
Yeah, I mean, it's I've said it a couple times, just the Ohio State athletic department is so strong, and there's so many great athletes, and there's just during my time here, I remember how many teams won national championships and how many individual championships there were. So to be honored as one of the best to ever compete here is something I'm very thankful for.
Was college, as you look back on that, was it a blur, or did you enjoy yourself? You know what I mean? I mean, is it?
Yeah.
Did you get out of it all you could?
Well, I remember walking. Me and Nathan Tomasello used to park here, at the stadium, and then we would walk to the RPAC, and it was our freshman year. And I remember walking, and I was like, man, summer school's already over. Like, I can't believe it. And then in a blink of an eye, like, I was done with college. So it really did go quick, but I do think that I made the most of it, and especially just my teammates and friends, and the coaching staff here is still very close with them, and they helped me so much. So yeah.
One other thing for me, who's the most impressive other person in this class besides you, this Hall of Fame class?
Well, I think Gene Smith, just because of how successful he was as an athletic director. And one of the things that always stuck out to me with Gene was how much he cared about each individual athlete, and how he was a relationship guy. Like, he wanted to win, and he was willing to do whatever it took to win. But also, I told him my little sister's name once, and he remembered it for the whole time I was here.
Yeah.
And who cares who my little sister is, but he did. So he's really a special guy.
You obviously just went to the Olympics a few months ago. Just what's next for you?
I just took a little break off the wrestling mat, and then just get back on, and I'll compete in a couple international tournaments throughout the year. And then before I know it, just the trials will be here for the 2025 World Championships, and then, Lord willing, competing in September of 25 in Croatia at the World Championships.
Is your goal to get to another Olympics?
Lord willing, I'd like to wrestle in another Olympics, yeah.
One of the benefits of international versus college is there's a weight class that kind of fits you a little more. Looking back, how difficult and how much of an achievement was it to accomplish the things you did up at heavy?
I mean, it could be difficult, I guess, but I kind of I got to eat whatever I wanted. I got to do less running than everybody on the team. And everyone was on the bus suffering. Like, I was playing cards, having a good time, because I never had to worry about any of that weight cutting stuff. So, and one of my gifts is just being naturally strong. I've always been really strong, so handling those bigger guys wasn't too big of an issue for me.
And then towards the end of the year, those legendary matches you had with Adam Kuhn, just how do you look back on that as a memory?
Yeah, that was tough. It's hard wrestling him. Of all the heavyweights, he's probably the toughest, because he was just huge. So, but he was a great opponent. I love having great opponents like that to get ready for, and they push me.
You tore cartilage in your chest when you wrestled him in St. Louis.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Just got shot up with a bunch of pain killers in my rib, and then I didn't feel anything till the next morning. So it hurt. Yeah, it was hard. I couldn't even sit up. So, but it actually healed pretty quick. But the painkillers worked. Yeah.
Kyle, you've always been a very personable guy. Speaking of remembering names and stuff. But how would you have flourished in an NIL era, you think, here?
It's a good question.
You remember the things you couldn't have,
yeah,
even as an Olympian.
Yeah. I don't know. It would have been interesting, because, like you said, I did accomplished a good amount of stuff while I was here, and this is such a unique community with people who really support the athletes, and so I don't know. Would have been interesting to see what happened.
But you were still able to make. You made some money before.
Yeah, because with the Operation Gold, thing in the NCAA, I could always accept the biggest payment from whatever tournament that I competed in. So that was good, but there was probably some other money left out. But it's all good. Good for these guys now.
When you think back on your time here, do you have a specific favorite memory as a Buckeye?
I just love the camaraderie of being on a team, and I love training and getting better with my teammates, and so that's kind of the stuff that to me is like what I enjoy the most, and it's still what I enjoy the most about wrestling. Is, I mean, obviously competition is like, I'm a competitor, so that's great. But I loved being on the team with Nathan Tomasello and Bo Jordan and Miles Martin and Nick Heflin and Logan Stever and Hunter Stever. Like, these are great wrestlers that I got to train alongside with, and they just made me a lot better.
And I guess, what's it like to be a Buckeye who now trains at Penn State?
A lot of people come up to me, and they're like, I wish you. I know you're a good guy, but I wanted you to lose when you're in college, but we like you now, stuff like that. But they're all good people, and but just get some of those comments.
You need to go strutting in there with that jacket on.
I know, maybe November 2nd. You know what I mean? Go to the stadium. I'm still a Buckeye football fan, so yeah.
Overall, what's it meant to you to be a Buckeye?
I think Ohio State's a really special school, especially if you're an athlete. Like, they love athletics here, and it's fun to be a part of that and compete where thousands of people are coming to watch you and really passionate about what you're doing. And it's also, Ohio State's fun too because we've had such a good football team. Like, it's fun to root for the best football team. So hopefully that keeps going.
What are the things you learned from Coach Ryan that have stuck with you throughout your career?
When I first committed to Ohio State, Coach Ryan asked me to send him my goals, and I sent him an email with all my goals, which were all wrestling related, and then he sent me an email back with a bunch of goals related to faith and growing in my faith in Jesus and in God, and that's something that I never thought about or really cared about. I just wanted to win wrestling matches. So if anything, that's the biggest takeaway that he taught me, is just that faith is the most important thing in life, and that's where I get my value.